Please support the Feral Druid army. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Meow. Yo, what's going on everybody? It's Olfis the Feral Druid, and today I'm bringing you 5 survivability tips for Feral Druids in 7.1 PvP. If at any point you like this video, remember to give it a thumbs up, share it with your Feral buddies, and if you're not subscribed, join the Feral Druid army. I put out a lot of guides and informative Feral Druid PvP videos. I'm moving on to raiding soon, so I hope you guys are ready. Let's get into it. My first tip here is use bear form a lot. Even if you're not rocking Guardian Affinity, it absorbs a lot of damage and it's good to use. Let's say your healer is CC'd and you're in an arena, you gotta absorb damage and get as much healing off on yourself as you can while your healer is CC'd until he can get out and help you out. Because chances are maybe you're getting bursted or he is. You're both in a tight situation, you gotta conserve. So bear form is great. If you're kiting an enemy, if you're about to get stunned, sometimes you can gauge when an enemy's gonna stun, like a rogue or maybe a paladin when he's about to catch up to you. So that's a great time to use survival instincts and go bear form. Okay, so the next tip is survival instincts. Survival instincts is great to use. Now, if you can line up stuns and you can tell when an enemy is about to stun, like I said with bear form, you can use survival instincts to absorb a lot of damage, especially because sometimes when an enemy stuns, they'll be working up their burst and doing a lot of damage on you. It's good to just absorb, and it's 6 seconds. That lasts quite a while, and especially if you have the empowerment in your artifact weapon. So much like bear form, you want to use survival instincts when you're about to get bursted down, when your healer gets CC'd, and you know, whenever you're in a hot situation, whenever you need to for a duel. Let's say you're about to get your burst off on an enemy and you want to be able to push it, and you don't want to die, but you want to push him into the grave fast enough before he kills you. It's like a DPS race. So survival instincts will take off a little bit of the DPS coming in from the enemy. Okay, the third tip here is amazing, and I think you guys are gonna love it. So a lot of people have been mentioned that they miss Bark Skin, using it when they're stunned to get the damage off. You can actually use Protection of Ashmane when you're stunned. Now, Protection of Ashmane is from your artifact, and it's a passive. It procs whenever you shift out of cat form. If you get stunned in cat form, you can click cat form or press it, keybind it, whatever you do, get out of cat form, and you can proc Protection of Ashmane while you're stunned. So this is great for getting a lot of damage off of you while you're stunned. You can click this, use it, and get out of it. It's amazing. Alright, so tip number 4, I'm going to talk a little bit about Guardian Affinity and Resto Affinity. Resto Affinity I've found to be a little bit better. Guardian Affinity was nerfed by about 4%. It doesn't absorb as much damage as it used to, and I feel like the heals that come with Resto Affinity are better than Frenzied Regeneration and the little bit of damage absorption that you get, since you still get the perks of being in bear form even if you have Resto Affinity. So you get bear form and these extra heals. I feel like with regrowth given to you and rejuvenation, swift mend, that Frenzied Regeneration is not as needed. But there are times when Guardian Affinity will have its purposes. When you're getting heavily bursted, you got a healer and you need to like just absorb. But then people could say that maybe the heals are better. So this is a tough one. That's why I say Resto Affinity is better right now. I've swapped a little bit back and forth between the two all throughout 7.0, but right now I'm favoring Resto Affinity. The last tip that I have for you guys is a macro. Now it's a simple one, and it's for cycling shapeshifts. It's cast cat form, next line cast bear form. You set this up and you hit one button, you go from cat to bear to cat to bear to cat to bear. Now if you're going into bear form to survive, you can click this button and survive, and when you need to go back, you press the button again and you're good. It's great to have for when your healer CC'd, when you need to kite, when you need to get out of roots. There's no more power shift, so you can use this to get out of roots as well. There's a whole mess of situations where this comes in handy, and it's nice to have. Thank you guys for checking out my guide. If you found it useful, remember to like, share it with the Feral buddy, and remember to join the Feral Druid army and subscribe. Putting out a lot of videos, I'm trying to build a community, and I'm putting out as much fun content as I can, and I also do live streams. So support a Feral Druid and subscribe. See you in the next video. Peace out.